open the arms. Let's do a little twist. That block behind the other block. And inhale, lift the arms up for a tall spine. Exhale, turn right. Take the right hand to the base of the spine. Push it into the block to lift up. And then turn this left hand outside your right knee. Looking at eye level, make sure the crown of the head is coming up. So as you inhale, lift the sternum, the crown of the head up. Using your arms for leverage. Exhale, twisting to the right. So try to let the sitting bones rest on the block still. You're not lifting them up, just using your arms for leverage here. And rolling that right shoulder back. Exhale to release the arms, coming back to the center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn left. Left hand to the base of the spine, pushes down. And then you lift the sternum. Start to use your arms for leverage here as you let the weight rest on the block. Looking at eye level. Roll the left shoulder back. And as you inhale, lift the sternum. Keep the crown of the head up towards the sky. And exhale to release the arms. We're going to do it again just to see what happens. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn right. Looking to the right. Go straight into it. Let the weight come down to the block. As you lift the sternum and the crown of the head. Exhale to release. Feel better? Now come up. Exhale, turn to the left. Left hand just below the base of the spine. Push it down to lift up. Looking to the left at eye level. Try to roll that left shoulder back. And let the weight rest on the block. So where the eyes go, the rest will follow. So we're looking to the left. No strain on the neck. Exhale to release, coming back to the center. Woo, big stretch. Let's put that block, both blocks to the side. And come into a tabletop position as we start to mobilize the shoulders and the upper back. So pressing into the center of the hand. Keep pressing down the base of the thumb so those arms are straight and strong. And as you inhale, take the chest up. Looking at the mat. Exhale, bring the chest down. Do not bending the elbows. Inhale, going up. And exhale, bringing that chest down. Keep going. And we want you to notice the knees. So we don't want to be rocking on the knees. We're going to keep the shoulders over the wrists. So we're not rocking backwards and forwards. Just moving chest up and down between those shoulders. And let's come into cow pose when you're down. Inhale, look up. Pushing into those palms. So you can see it's a different mobilization. Exhale, bring the eyes down, across the floor, and look at your arms as you arch up. And let's keep going with this one. So inhale, eyes go across the floor, making a path up to the ceiling. And exhale, let the eyes make that path again. So they're really controlling the movement in the spine. Inhale, eyes forward and up. Now check you're not rocking backwards and forwards on the knees. So it's strong action through the center of the palm, pressing down the base of the thumb. Keep those arms strong. Okay, let's bring the elbows where the hands are now. So they should be right under your shoulders. And we're just going to grip above the elbow to make sure they are right under your shoulders. That's it. Now glue those elbows down and interlace the fingers in front of you, tucking that little finger in to make a smooth edge. We're going to come into a dolphin one posture. So we know we've got to arch the wrist to make an arch on the floor between our arms. We're going to glue that wrist down, keeping that wrist bone vertical. Press into the forearm and the elbows, so your eyes will come straight over your thumbs. Pads of the thumbs are touching. Keep that action in both wrists, forearms and elbows. And then inhale, tuck the toes under, bringing the big toes together on the mat. As you exhale, push with your arms and hands to lift the kneecaps and thighs up, so your head is hanging here. And you're looking at your knees and your front ankle. So you've got to soften that front ankle by pushing into the ball of the foot, and that allows you to go back further. Now as you inhale, lift the knees, thighs and the navel up, so your sitting bones will go up. And as you exhale, push with your arms, your elbows, forearms and wrists. So you keep going back. So as you inhale, you lift the knees, thighs, navel up. And as you exhale, you push back, drawing the back of the heel towards the floor. Check the action is even in both elbows, both forearms and both wrists. As we release the neck. So you can just give your head a gentle wobble. See that the neck is long and loose. And then inhale, bring the knees down to the mat. And we'll have a rest in a child pose with the knees together. So coming onto the top of the feet, arms come by your side. And we take a couple of breaths here to let the shoulders release. Inhale, look up, come on up. We're going to do that again, but interlacing fingers the other way, of course. So different little finger tucks in there. And let's see if we can get that arch on the mat with the elbows under the shoulders straight away. So curving the wrist, pads of the thumbs touching will help you curve the wrist. And we want that forearm bone at the wrist to be vertical. Press down at the wrist now. Push the forearm and the elbows down. So your eyes will come right over your thumbs. And then inhale, tuck the toes under. And exhale, push the heels to the floor to straighten the legs. Strong action in the arms here, thinking about the edge of your hands, your wrists, your forearms and elbows pushing down to take the weight back. And as you inhale, lift the knees, the thighs and the navel up. As you exhale, push back, go back. And we'll come into Dolphin 2. Keep those wrists glued down. Inhale, chin to your thumbs. And exhale to push back. Take a breath. And let's do it again. Inhale, chin to thumbs. Exhale, push back. And this time we're going to try to bring our collarbones to the thumb. So as you inhale, think of your collarbones. Exhale, push back. And again, inhale, collarbones to the thumbs. Exhale, push back. Take a breath here. Glue those wrists down, forearms, elbows. Use all of your arms pushing down on the mat to support you. And then inhale, knees down, coming back to that child pose for a rest. And we take 3 Ujjayi breaths here. Inhale, come up, and we're going to do a lovely twist. So we're going to do our twisted child pose now, just to loosen up those shoulder area. So back to your tabletop posture. Pressing through the palms. As we inhale, turn right, look up to the right hand reaching up. Exhale, bend the elbow. Slide it underneath the left, coming onto your shoulder and your head. Then just let that left elbow drop down. So it's pulling on that shoulder, a nice big passive stretch. Let's take a couple of breaths here, resting your head on the mat. And then inhale, push up, back to tabletop as we go to the other side. So inhale, look left, reach the left hand up. Exhale, bend the elbows, slide it under the right, coming onto your shoulder. Let the head rest here. And then we just let that right elbow come down without moving the right hand. So the right hand is still actually working, pressing into the mat to support you here. Then you can let go of the left arm. And inhale, push up, back to your tabletop posture. Let's come into a mountaintop posture. So from here we simply tuck the toes under. And then we exhale, pushing back to what looks like downward dog, but it's a little bit shorter. So pushing the mat away with your hands and your feet. As you inhale, lift the knees, thighs, navel up. And as you exhale, push with your hands, taking the weight back. Now press the base of that index finger and the base of your index finger. Press the little finger side of the hand as well. So now the arms are fully engaged. And give your head a wobble, make sure it's on that long, loose neck. And then inhale, bend the knees, look between your hands. You're going to walk the feet up into a forward bend with the feet together. Big toes touching. And thinking of the four corners of your feet, push through the four corners of the feet. Knees are softly bent to begin with. So you're looking at your feet, pushing through the four corners of your feet. And then we're going to reach the arms behind your knees and grab your elbows. Firm grip of the hands on the elbows here. And as you exhale, push through the feet so you're straightening the legs here. And just keeping your eyes open, look at your knees. And as you inhale, lift those kneecaps and thighs up. As you exhale, press through the four corners of each foot, letting the head hang here. Keep the tongue soft, we'll just have 3 breaths here. Ujjayi breathing. And then as you inhale, bend the knees. And we're going to grip the elbows the other way. So just crossing the arms the other way. And you might even want to take those arms down near your calf muscles this time. And then exhale, push through the feet to straighten your legs, letting your head hang. Looking at your knees. As you inhale, lift them up. Lift the thighs up to that crease at the top of the leg. And as you exhale, push through the four corners of each foot. Ujjayi breathing. So you're regulating the flow of air in and out through a gripped throat.
And then inhale, bend the knees, and we'll come up through chair pose. So keep that firm action in the feet, pushing into the mat. And as you inhale, swing the arms forward, looking forward into your chair position. Utkatasana. As you inhale, draw the navel back towards your spine. As you exhale, press into the four corners of your feet. Rolling the shoulders away from your ears. So you might want to turn the hands slightly outward a little bit. And then inhale, push through the feet and reach up. Bring the hands together above your head. Let the head drop back as you think about the feet. Still reaching up. As you inhale, reach with those arms. And then exhale, push the palms away. And the hands will meet the eyes at eye level. And then come down by your side. Thinking about your feet, your knees and thighs lifting up. Drop the shoulders, lift the sternum. And let's watch the breath coming into that center of gravity in the middle of your pelvis, below the navel. And gripping around the ribcage. Looking straight ahead at eye level. And sucking the muscles of the arms onto the bones of the arms here as they reach out for the ground like the sides of your mountain. Keep your sternum lifted. Finding your stillness here. And let's come into a sun salutation. Inhale, palms up, reach up, and at eye level we look up, bring the hands together, above your head. Exhale, push those palms away, and then at eye level we fold forward, looking forward, and then look down, place the hands under your shoulders, pulling into your forward bend, pressing through your feet. And then inhale, look up with straight arms and legs. Exhale, palms down, stepping the right and the left leg back to downward dog. Inhale, bring the knees down. Now as you exhale, I want you to push into the base of the thumb and just bring your head down between your hands. And then inhale, push up, lift the knees and thighs up, exhale into your downward dog. And then inhale, look forward, step the right foot forward, push the left heel away for a high lunge with your front knee pushing into the ball and the heel of the front foot. Feel the little toe side of the back foot, reaching for the mat. And then inhale, look up, come up, palms up, bring the hands together above your head for warrior one. As you inhale, reach those arms up, letting the head drop back again. And as you exhale, think of that back foot. Push the little toe side of the back foot down so that left hip comes to the front. Let's exhale into warrior two, looking to the front over your middle finger. So now the hips are facing the long edge of the mat. Still thinking about the four corners of each foot, pushing into the mat. And as you inhale, lift your sternum, drop the shoulders and reach those hands out from your sternum as you inhale. Let's come into a reverse warrior. So as you inhale, turn the palm, windmill the arms as you watch that palm come up past your ear. Your head's going to turn, and then the back arm is reaching down the back leg. Keep thinking about the four corners of each foot. Pushing into the mat. Reaching down the back leg. And then inhale, windmill the arms, we'll bring that elbow in front of the knee into our triangle variation. Press the knee and the elbow together as you inhale. Make a path up the wall past your palm to the ceiling. And again, we're going to line up those hands like we did for Warrior Two. So as you inhale, reach the palms out from your sternum, pressing the knee and the elbow together. Think of the little toe side of that back foot. Push it down as we lengthen the spine here. Steady breath. So you can come to Ujjayi breathing. And we're going to cut back to our Warrior Two. So as you inhale, you look to eye level in front of the chest. As you come up, you look to the front middle finger. Take a couple of breaths here. And as you inhale, lift the sternum, reach the hands out from the sternum. Hips come to the long edge of the mat as you stretch the mat between your feet. And we're going to come into a triangle now with a straight leg. So let's do our reverse warrior first. Inhale, turn the palm, windmill the arms. Checking on the feet. So really reaching that right arm. It's probably going to be in front of your ear, really, in front of your face. Big stretch down the right side body. Now as you inhale, we windmill those arms like we did before, but we're going to straighten that front leg and push the back of the hand against the shin. And then inhale, make a path across the floor, up the wall, across the ceiling, past your palm to the ceiling now. And we want to line up these hands again. So as you inhale, reach the hands out from the sternum. And as you exhale, stretch the mat between your feet. On your next inhalation, take the bottom ribs to your armpit. So you're lengthening that right side body, the one that's closest to the floor. And you might even be able to get a grip on your shin now. And now we have to remember we're going to bend that front leg when we come up to Warrior Two. So as you inhale, look to eye level, bend the front knee as you windmill the arms, looking back to that middle finger. Drop the shoulders, stretch the mat between the feet, hips face the long edge of the mat. So this is a position of repose where we gather ourselves, we gather our energy, we gather our stability, we gather our focus and determination before we go forward. So the warrior would do that before going into battle. And we come into this Warrior Two position to consolidate before we go forward. So we want to be perfectly balanced here. As you inhale, take the awareness down to the center of gravity in the middle of your pelvis. Notice how the body shifts with that awareness. Your shoulders will come right over your hips. So you're not leaning forward and you're not leaning back. Steady breath. And then as you exhale, you'll windmill the arms forward, taking a hand either side of that foot under your shoulders, and step the back leg forward and the front leg back. Coming to a high lunge on the other side. How are you going, Heather? Think of that little toe side of the back foot. Good. And then inhale, come on up. Palms up to Warrior One. See if you can bring the heel of the hand together as you reach those arms up, letting that head drop back again. Front knee pushes into the wall and the heel of the front foot. The little toe side of the back foot is reaching to the mat. So we're bringing our hips to the front of the mat. As you inhale, reach up, shoulders up, head drops back. And then exhale to Warrior Two, looking to the left hand coming forward. Hips face the long edge of the mat. Shoulders drop, sternum lifted. As you inhale, reach the hands out from the sternum. As you exhale, stretch the mat between your feet.
And let's inhale, taking the mind in with the breath to the centre of gravity, in the middle of your pelvis, below the navel. And we're going to come into our triangle variation, reverse warrior first. Inhale, turn the left hand. Windmill the arms touching your back leg. Looking at that left hand. Stretch the mat between your feet here. Think of the front knee pushing into the front foot. You reach down the back leg. Back leg stays straight and strong as you stretch the mat between your feet. And then we're going to inhale, bring that elbow inside the knee. Windmill the arms forward now. Get the elbow inside the knee. Press the knee and the elbow together. And then inhale your eyes up the wall, past your palm to the ceiling. Then come back to the feet. Make sure they're pressing into the mat. And now let's think about those hands coming out from the sternum as you inhale. Reach the mat. As you exhale, stretch the mat between your feet. Keep the crown of the head away from you. Feel the little toe side of that back foot, push it down. And we'll come up to warrior two. So inhale, eyes to eye level as you come up. And then look into that front hand, drop the shoulders. Hold your breath. And going through your checkpoints here from the mat, feet, your knees, arms, hips facing the long edge of the mat. Think about the centre of gravity in the middle of the pelvis, below the navel. The arms watching that palm. Think of your feet. You reach that arm away. Reach down the back leg, stretch the mat between your feet. And let's inhale, bring that hand inside your shin as you straighten that leg. And then your next inhalation, you make a path across the floor, up the wall, past your palm to the ceiling. Reaching those palms out from your sternum. As you inhale, lift your kneecaps and thighs. As you exhale, stretch the mat between your feet, reaching those hands out from your sternum. So you're rolling this left shoulder, the bottom shoulder rolls back. Opening up your chest. And then inhale, take the bottom ribs to your armpit, lengthening that left side body. So you might even be able to grab your ankle. Still rolling that left shoulder back. Lifting up your knees, your thighs. Push the back heel. Feel the little toe side of the back foot pushing to that. And then inhale, eyes to eye level. And we're going to come up, bending the front knee. Looking to the left hand. Taking a few breaths in our warrior two. Nice posture for them. Drop your shoulders, lift your sternum, reaching those hands out from the sternum. Think about the centre of gravity. And then exhale, wiggle the arms either side of your foot. You're going to step the back foot forward and take a few breaths in our forward bend. So pressing through both feet, hang your head, knees bent to begin with. Pushing through the four corners of each foot, underneath the big toes and the ball of the foot, underneath the little toe and the ball of the foot, inside edge of the heel, outside edge of the heels. And then we're going to wrap those arms around the knees again, behind the knees. Grab the elbows. And then exhale, push through the feet to straighten the legs, letting the head hang. Soften your tongue. Let's have some Ujjayi breathing here.
Feel the thighs go up, really suck those thighs into that crease at the top of the leg. And as you exhale, push through the four corners of each foot. Let's bend the knees and wrap the hands the other way. Bring hand on top. And you can try and take those arms down to your calf muscles. And then exhale, push through the feet to straighten the legs. Looking at your knees, remember as you inhale, lift them up. Lifting up the thighs as well. And as you exhale, press through both feet. We're going to come through chair pose. So as you inhale, bend the knees, swing those hands in front of the eyes, draw the navel into your spine, press through the ball and the heel of both feet. And then inhale, reach up, push into your mat, bring the hands together above your head, make sure the head's dropping back. Lift out your feet, pushing into the mat. And exhale, push your palms away, coming back to eye level. Find your stillness here. So as you inhale, check your feet, pressing through the mat. Lift up your knees, your thighs, your sternum. Reach those arms towards the floor, making the sides of your mountain. And think about the centre of gravity. As you inhale, take the awareness in with the breath to the middle of the pelvis, below the navel. Coming to that place, letting the body come to that place where it has least resistance to gravity by bringing your awareness to the centre of gravity. And then the body feels light. And exhale to release. Whew. Very good. So we're going to, you've got a bolster. So we're going to bring that bolster to the front of the mat. We're going to come into a pigeon pose. So pigeon pose is really good if you've got any sciatica or instability in your lower back area. So to come into pigeon, we come into downward dog first. So tuck the toes under the buttocks, back on the heels, and reaching the hands as far away from you as you can with your buttocks on your heels. And then pushing through the palms, strong arms to begin with. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, push the heel down, coming into your downward dog. Think about the action in the hands. So where do we need to push? Through the centre of the palm. Pressing under the base of the index finger, the base of the thumb, and the little finger side of the hand. So your fingertips will also be engaged. You come into this spine lengthening position. Look at your knees and thighs, make sure they're lifting up. And then inhale, look to your right wrist. On your next inhalation, we're going to bring your right knee there. So the leg will come across the body, across the mat, sorry. So right knee to your right wrist. Yeah, leg comes across the body. So shin comes across the body, that's it. Now lower that back leg down. And we're going to untuck the back foot and slide that leg back. So we want to keep the hips level here. We're not going to collapse onto one hip. So use your hands and your arms to support you as you take that leg back, right? Now, you're quite flexible in the hips, so we're going to go a little bit further with this posture. Coming onto your right hand, your right hip. So I want you to use your left hand now and dorsal flex your foot and see if you can bring, how far forward you can bring that. Okay? So then come back up onto both hands. And is that shin resting there? Is that okay? So if it's too hard, if it's too challenging, bring it back a wee bit. Just coming to the place where you can bear it. You can feel it's really stretching and challenging you, and level out your hips. So coming up onto your hands, level out your hips. So this means we have to think about this right inside thigh and let it roll to the outside. Okay? Use your hands to keep you balanced here. As you get that action in the inside thigh, rolling to the outside. So the hips are not necessarily on the ground at this stage. We've got two strong arms supporting us. And then as you exhale, we are going to bring that hip down. And I want you to reach your forearms onto the bolster and make these tent shapes with your hands on the floor, pushing down. So you're still softening that right inner thigh, letting it roll to the outside, and you're leveling out your hips. But it's strong action in the fingertips, and you have got that bolster supporting under your forearms. Okay, two strong arms. So as you inhale, keep your sternum lifted. Strong action in your hands, and as you exhale, you're going to release that right inside thigh. Right? You can even maybe walk that left leg back a bit more. Thinking of level hips. So you've got your hands and your arms supporting you. Yeah. And then we're going to see if we can walk these hands a little further away and rest your head on the bolster. So still keeping the action in the hands and the arms, pushing into the floor and the bolster. Softening that right inside thigh. Keep pushing the left foot down. Watching the breath, so you really want to be checking where can you let go while still maintaining the posture. You push the elbows into the bolster to support your hand. And then inhale, look up, walking the hands all the way back to the front of the bolster. Coming up, we're going to tuck that back foot under. And as you exhale, you're going to push back onto that foot and step back to your downward dog posture. Take a couple of breaths here. Really using those hands and your arms to support you. So the more you can get the weight back, the easier the posture is going to be for you. And then inhale, look to the left wrist. We're going to bring the left knee there, so the left shin comes across the mat. On the other side, left knee to left wrist. And bring the leg across the mat. And bring the back knee down. And now we can start to take that back knee back. And you start to feel that action of this inside thigh now rolling to the outside. So using your right hand, we're going to dorsiflex that foot and bring it up a little bit more to challenge ourselves. And then we want to level out the hips here. So we're going to untuck the back foot and press that back foot down. Pressing into both hands so your chest is lifting up as we start to soften this thigh. Softening it and letting it roll to the outside. So the action is in the straight leg, not the bent leg. The bent leg is really softening here.
Still dorsiflex my foot. Yeah.
The left foot, yes, good. Can still dorsiflex that foot, or you can let it soften and just see if that helps you soften as well. So it's up to you. So at any time you have to be really listening to your body to see, whether you can move a little bit further, or if there's any pinching sensation, we don't want to go any further, okay? So you just back off. If there's a pinching, that's not a good pain. But this kind of intense stretching is a good pain. It's very good for the muscle. It's good for your nervous system. So let's come on to the elbows. And reach the hands in front of the bolster. Just coming straight into that straight arm position. Forward on the bolster. Pushing the right foot of the straight leg down. Softening that left hip. You can press your elbows into the bolster, your fingers into the floor. Inhale to look up, walk the hands back, front of the pillow, and tucking the back foot under. As you exhale, push back, step back to your downward dog. Within your head hang. And as you inhale, lift your knees, your thighs, your navel up. As you exhale, reach out through the hands and the feet. And we're actually going to come into that posture again and see if we can bring a little back bend into it. So as you inhale, step the right foot to your right wrist, just bringing that leg across the mat. Take the back leg down, keeping the hips level, coming into a pigeon pose. Yeah. So now, with your right hand staying on the mat, I'm going to kick that left leg up. And I'm going to reach around and hold the big toe side of the foot, bringing your palm onto the front of the foot. Got it? So keep this right arm strong. Yeah. So then we take the elbow up, bringing that foot towards your buttocks. How's that feel? Interesting? Looking straight ahead. So we don't want the chest to drop here. So as you inhale, keep the chest lifting up. Push on the mat to lift up. And then exhale to release. Tuck the back foot under and push back to downward dog. So this is just another way to start to release the sacrum and the lower back to come in before we come into back bends. Then if you go to the left, inhale, left knee to the left wrist, taking the back leg down. That's it. So we untuck that back foot, take it back, coming into our pigeon pose. Strong arms, keeping that chest lifted up. And as you inhale, pick the right foot up. Reach around with the right hand to the big toe side of the foot. Getting your palm onto that foot, all the way around. And then you take the elbow up, and that brings that heel just outside your hip. Now we don't want to be dropping the chest while we do this, so as you inhale, you lift that chest up. Just 3 breaths. And then exhale to release. And palm back, tuck back foot under, and exhale back to downward dog.
We're going to bend the knees and walk forward into a forward bend. So with bent knees, we're going to wrap the arms around those knees, hold the elbows. As you exhale, press through the feet, let the head hang. And inhale to bend the knees and place the other hand on top. Changing hands. You might want to reach those arms down the legs to the calf muscles to see how it goes. And then exhale, straighten the legs. Pressing into both feet evenly, into the ball and the heel of both feet. As you inhale, lift the knees and the thighs up. As you exhale, press into both feet. Into the balls and the heels. Feel the inside edge of the heels, the outside edge of the heels. Pressing into the mat. I'm going to come up through chair, so as you inhale, sit down, swing the hands in front of your eyes, draw the navel into your spine, pressing into the feet, and then inhale, reach up, up, bring the palms together, let the head drop back, think about the feet pressing into the mat, lifting up the knees and thighs. As you inhale, reach the shoulders, elbows, wrists up. As you exhale, think of the feet and press your hips forward. So you're still reaching up, pressing the feet down, but the hips are coming forward. Make sure you're not pushing the head back, let it hang. And then inhale, reach the shoulders up, reach the hands up. Exhale, push the hips forward, press into your feet, lift your knees and thighs. And then inhale, come up, all the way up to standing in upward facing mountain pose. Check the head is still soft. And as you exhale, we're going to bring those hands down through the heart, down your center, watch the hands. Bring it into your sternum, look straight ahead. Drop the elbows, lift the sternum. Find the breath. Find your stillness. So as you inhale, take the breath and the mind, the breath down to the feet. Lift the kneecaps and thighs. Keep the sternum lifted. On the next inhalation, take the mind in with the breath to the center of gravity, middle of your pelvis. Feel the warmth of one hand pulsing to another. And as you exhale, release the arms into mountain pose. And we're going to come into a dancer pose. So again, it's a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a back bend, but you must keep looking straight ahead at eye level. So as you inhale, we're going to kick this right foot up and reach for that big toe side of the foot. Hand is going to come onto the front of the foot, thumb on the sole of the foot. Then I want you to bring the knees together. Keep this left arm strong. And then we're going to inhale, reach this left arm up, as high as you can. And as you exhale, you're going to reach for that spot and take the knee up. Take the knee up, lift the knee up, reaching with the left hand. Take the knee up. And inhale, come up and release with control. Let's try the other side. So from mountain pose, keep looking at a spot and keeping this right arm strong. As you inhale, keep the left foot up, grab for the left toe, big toe side of the foot, thumb on the sole of the foot, and bring the knees together. And then inhale, bring the right arm up past your ear, reach it up high. And then as you inhale, you reach forward, kicking the left leg up. So action in that left leg. It's going to pull your shoulder back, keep the hand grip firm. So as we inhale, we reach, and as we exhale, we kick that leg up. Reach and kick, reach and kick. And we go with control. All right, let's just come back into a mountain pose. Drop the shoulders, lift the sternum. Would you like to try it again? Or would you rather do a tree pose to consolidate? Tree pose. Yes, lovely. All right, two strong arms. So in tree pose, as we inhale, we bring the knee forward. Dorsey flexing the foot. Still looking at that spot, grab your ankle and place it into your inner thigh or just above your knee. So you want to be pushing the bent leg into the straight leg. Bring your hands back. Yep, come to the middle. Yeah. Shoulders drop, sternum lifted, strong arms. Reaching for the floor with those arms, mountain posture arms. So we're taking the bent leg knee to that hand, right? Pushing the bent leg into the straight leg, making sure the straight leg is straight and strong. And then we inhale, bring the hands to the sternum. Shoulders drop, sternum lifted. So the hands are there to remind you. Keep the sternum lifted and the shoulders dropped. So we haven't got the elbows out wide, the elbows are dropped into the waist. As we make like this arrow shape with our hands. Because then we're going to inhale and reach that arrow up, growing as tall as we can, pressing into the mat. That's it, come back to the start. Exhale, push the palms away, making lovely foliage, all the leaves above you. And then as you exhale, we're going to come back to mountain without looking at our toes, bringing the toes together, still looking straight ahead. Thinking about the action in both feet, knowing we're going to come onto that right foot as we come to the other side. So nice strong arms reaching down towards the ground as you lift your sternum. And then we inhale, bring this left knee up. Left hand comes around and grabs the ankle. And we look straight ahead. So we're pushing that left heel into the straight leg. And we take the hands out wide again. So the left knee comes to the left hand. And then inhale, bring the hands to your sternum to remind you of the arrow shape. Shoulders dropped, sternum lifted. Feel the warmth of one hand on the other. And then inhale, reach up. Reach as high as you can. It's easier if you can get high. Heels of the hands touching. Both legs fully activated.
picture. As you exhale, check the legs are working strongly. And then exhale, making that canopy. Bring the big toes together on spine side. Find your stillness. We're going to come into Halasana using the bolster, just because it's a little bit different. So I'll show you how that looks. So we need to be actually facing away from the bolster to begin with. And with my legs bent, I'm going to lie down, roll the shoulders under. And we're going to take one leg up, then the other. So as you inhale, we take the feet down. And as you exhale, swing them over your head, push your buttocks up, and we're going to take our toes to the bolster. So that's just so that we've got something to touch, all right? So once we're up here for a couple of breaths, then we can roll the shoulders under and bring the heel of the hand to that back rib. So I'm keeping my legs straight, toes on the bolster, so that the heels push away. I'm going to press the elbows, shoulders down, get that heel of the hand further down. Okay? And from here, we'll come into shoulder pose. Have a few breaths here. We'll come back down into Halasana. And then we're going to release the hands and grab the feet. And walk the feet out as wide as the bolster. Pushing the heels away so the legs are engaged. So the trick here is to keep the legs and the arms straight as we have to bend the elbows actually. And slowly roll the spine down. And then bring the knees together, take the feet up wide, and rest here for a bit.